Hi, my dear student. Good morning. Hope you all are fine. In my previous class, we have discussed about the air pollution and its sources and the details about the pollutant. Now, today we will discuss about the air pollution, that is different kind of pollutant and its effects. So we have already known that carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc. are the pollutant. Now today we go through the effects to the human health and also in the environment. So again, student, I am Dr. Biswajit Gain, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry of your college, Dr. Sudhir Chandra Sur, Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. So, what are the major pollutant and its sources? And lastly, it its effects. So, if I quickly consider some of the pollutant, yes, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur containing oxide, that is sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, nitrogen containing oxide, that is nitrogen monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and other some hydrocarbons. So these gaseous thing or the pollutant hamper our everyday life, and the human faces a lots of health problem, and not only human but also the animal present in our environment, and it's also have its counter effect in the environment also, that is global warming, ozone layer depletion, acid rain, etc. So we will go to the details in next few slide. So first of all, we want to discuss about the carbon monoxide. Student, you know that carbon monoxide is colorless, odorless and tasteless gas. So it is very difficult to identify it or identify its presence. So here for carbon monoxide, below 0.1 parts per million have no problem, but higher than this concentration, higher than this concentration is seriously affected our health, or basically sometime may causes death. So above the 0.1 ppm presence of the carbon monoxide in the air causes death. Now if you think about the sources of carbon monoxide, that is volcanoes, natural gas emission contribute the carbon monoxide emission, and the most effective or most important source of carbon monoxide is the vehicles, that is transport sector. It contribute nearly about 75% of CO production in the environment. Now, rest of the source of carbon monoxide generation are wood burning, industrial processing, and other lots of activity. So, if you look into this pie chart, you see that transportation generate 75.7% of 75.7% of carbon monoxide itself. Then the rest of the sources like residual burning and plant or industry produce 25% of carbon monoxide. So transportation may causes fatal in the environment, specifically in city. Now its effects in human health. It reduces the oxygen carrying capacity. Yes, obviously, because you know that student, carbon monoxide is a good ligand, so it binds with hemoglobin irreversibly, and it hampered the binding of the oxygen with hemoglobin. So when the concentration of the carbon monoxide is very high, then all the hemoglobin will be binded with carbon monoxide, and then deficiency of the oxygen in the cellular system is happening, and ultimately it may causes death. Decrease in vision. So yes, high concentration of the carbon monoxide causes problem in vision, and sometimes it causes cardiovascular disorders. Now, another major source of air pollution is the carbon dioxide. Student, you cannot say directly carbon monoxide is a pollutant, because carbon monoxide is required for our environment. You know that by consuming carbon monoxide, plant produce it, plant produce it food, or basically the glucose, and as a counterpart they produce oxygen. So carbon dioxide not always harmful, but above a particular concentration of the carbon dioxide, yes, it is harmful. So this is mainly generated due to the fossil fuel combustion. So every day we'll burn different kind of the fossil fuel, like in transportation, in our residential, and other different kind of work or energy generation. Now jet plane, and burning of any kind of thing, that is wood or something. Now its effect. So if the carbon dioxide concentration is very high, it may causes headache and nausea, and it have big effect on our climate. It increase the global temperature, that is global warming, and it is serious threat by our environment to the human, and not only human but any living element present in the world. Now the oxide of the nitrogen. So oxide of the nitrogen mainly responsible for the pollution are NO2 and N2O. So that is nitrogen monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and nitrous oxide. So these are generated from the combustion of the fuel in automobiles and industries. Then by the lighting, that is natural phenomenon, forest fires, and natural ionizing radiation. It is also the causes of the nature, that is the radiation coming from the sun, and it creates some nitrogen or nitrogen containing oxide. Now its effect, yes, again it reduces blood carrying capacity, causes lungs problem. So if the in our environment nitrogen corresponding oxide are present, it may causes lungs problem, and sometime it lead to the lungs cancer. So here again, if you look into the pie chart, you will see that the transportation is the main source of the generation of the nitrogen corresponding oxide, and it is up to 85%. It is so high. That's the transportation, that is vehicles. Now the oxide of the sulfur. So here the two oxide, mainly sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, is responsible for air pollution, and nearly about 70% of sulfur containing oxide are generated due to volcanic activities, that is by volcanic eruption, and other are natural sources, and also it may be generated due to the burning and transportation and industrial activities, and it create problem like respiratory problem, and it can damage marbles, clothes, paper, leather, etc. And sometime it may causes problem or damage of our plants, that is trees. So now one of the very important pollutant, air pollutant, is hydrocarbons. These include methane, ethylene, acetylene, etc. Now these are obtained from the mainly coal field, then again natural fires, that is forest fire, incomplete combustion of a particular organic compound, forest fire, and agriculture burning. So these all are the source of the production of the hydrocarbon. So here is the effect of the PAN. The full form of this PAN is basically peroxy acetyl nitrate. So it first, this leaf is lightly injured, then moderate injury, then if the concentration of the PAN is very high, then then the leaf are heavily injured. Now its effects, yes, these all are carcinogenic, and it can form ozone and PAN, which are very harmful to the nature. Yes, it can damage plants, rubber material, and fabrics. Now another thing which is carries an extra importance, that is particulate material, especially for the city life. these are basically the particle of different substances suspended in the air. So here mainly the dust particle. So particle which are suspended in the air, not precipitated or not is going high to the environment, but it is suspended in our air, and it creates problem in our human health. It sometime it present as a solid particulates, and sometime it may be present as a liquid droplet, and the particulate matter size widely varied. Defined particulate material are, you are very well known about this, that is aerosol, dust, smoke, fumes, mist, fog, fly ash, etc. So all are create problem and the pollution in the air, and our lungs and other system, inner system of our body are affected by this particulate matter. So there are again some classification and their sources. Diesel trucks and buses, that is the source. Construction equipment, power plant, then wildfire, that is forest fire. So all of these are from these the particulate matter can be generated. Also some chemical reaction in the atmosphere can transform gases into fine particle. So now student, it is very necessary to know the size of the particulate matter, and yes, we cannot see through our naked eyes, this particle is so small. So if I think about our hair, and is its cross section is nearly about 70 micrometer, but for a particulate matter the size should be, or then it will be suspended in the air, particulate matter of 2.5, that is very small in diameter. And another kind of particulate matter we are, if you look into the picture, that particulate matter size of 10 micrometer, it is very very small. So this I have already told you about the source of particulate matter, and mainly the residential wood burning, then forest burning, etc. create particulate matter. So what are the effects are mainly premature death, asthma, acute respiratory symptoms, chronic bronchitis, decreases lung function. Basically, ultimately it create a problem that is called lungs cancer. People with existing heart and lung diseases, as well as the elderly and children, are particularly at risk. Obviously, those have a problem with lungs and heart, then this kind of the particular matter create a serious problem for them. So here are the effect of the air pollution of human in a picture. So basically this air pollution can causes nasal irritation, eye irritation, then if you inhale the polluted air, then it create first problem in the lungs, then it is mixed with or contaminated the blood, and then it is go to the lungs. There also it creates some problem, and then it go to the different part of our body, and then it create lots of problem. So yes, air pollution is a very serious problem in present life, in modern lifestyle. So yes, we have to minimize it, and we have to take care about this. So these are the some of the data that around 30 to 40% cases of the asthma is caused by the air pollution. This type of the health problem may be short term, or sometime it observed that is a long term, it keep its long term effect. Short term effects are irritation of the nose, eyes, throat, bronchitis, headache, etc. Long term effects are lung diseases, chronic respiratory problems, damage the heart, and sometimes it may be damage brain and eyes also. Basically, nose and throat are mainly affected by the oxide of the sulfur and oxide of the nitrogen. Gaseous pollutant like H2S, sulfur dioxide, NO2, and hydrocarbon causes sometime nuisance smell, then it actually increases in mortality. High concentration of the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide and SPM causes bronchitis and asthma. Heavy metal like lead can causes poisoning. High concentration causes damage to the liver and kidney. So these are the air pollution, and these are the pollutant which causes our life to risks. So we have to minimize the pollution, and we have to take some serious action to reduce the air pollution. In the next class we will mainly discuss about the step taken towards minimize air pollution, and the reduce of the sources of the air pollutant, and some laws and some governmental authority to take action, and this type of related administrative laws and their action. So thank you student, hope you enjoy the lecture, and again I'm saying, if you have any kind of problem that is conceptual or other thing, then you inform me. Yes, I am ready to solve your problem. So student, thank you. So take care and be safe. Thank you.